So I have been meaning for months now to do a long form video on YA books and how the best storytelling that's happening right now is in the YA section and that a lot of people are missing out. But this book is a perfect example. Look at that, how pretty that book is. So Libba Bray is a YA author who has been at the top of her game for almost 2 decades now. And she's written historical fiction, fantasy, historical fantasy. I highly recommend her Diviners series, which is set in the 1920s. It's a serial killer, historical fiction, showbiz, multi-point of view. The way she weaves in so many things about that time period in New York City is just perfect. I so highly recommend Under the Same Stars, because if you are worried about what is happening right now, this is the book for you to feel hope in us being able to take action. This is a book set in 3 different time periods. It's set in 1939 Germany in a fictional village just outside of Berlin. And the main character actually is a 15-year-old Nazi. She just doesn't know any better, but her character journey is the most fascinating and beautiful that I have read in a long time, because she ends up being a fictional Sophie Scholl. And so if you don't know who Sophie Scholl is, she was a member of the White Rose Society, and she was beheaded by the Nazis for standing up against them with her brother and their friend. So that is the first of 3 timelines. The second timeline is set in 1980 in Berlin on the punk scene. And the main character is trying to figure out who she is. 1980, falls in love with a girl in a punk band. The third timeline is 2020 New York City. And I can tell you, as somebody who lived in New York City in 2020, she nailed it. The feeling of hearing those sirens going off every 5 minutes, wondering who was next. The feeling of being in a city and feeling like the only thing you can do to protect your neighbors is to stay inside and be masked and not interact with your neighbors. It was a really traumatizing time for all of us in New York City. And she gets it. But it's not just that she got it. It's that this whole, everything, the 1939 to 1940 timeline, the 1980 timeline, and the 2020 timeline all pull together in this beautiful coalescing of story that feels so healing. I can't recommend this enough. I've been telling everyone I know that they need to be reading this book. Under the Same Stars by Libba Bray is one reason you should be reading YA right now.